This NFL playoff reaction and best ball edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. WynnBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBet has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100 and get $100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to FGPN. Let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
I guess today mattered for some, Sean.
Oh, mattered for the Eagles as they locked up the number 1 seed in the National Football Conference. Jalen Hurts 14-1 as a starter. The Eagles 14-3. Get it done. Lock up the home field advantage through the playoffs. So exciting development. And I cash out Eagles, Eagles to be the number 1 seed. Gave it out preseason 16-1. Let's go.
I mean, I almost want to just go right to the Bears, but we can wait on that. Giants 13-4 against the spread, Sean.
Wow.
13-4.
Are you guys gonna dump the Gatorade for 13-4?
Oh, we're not a gambling show now. You want to start doing power rankings on Monday, Sean? That what you want to do?
Now, I know Brian Daboll said the starters would not rest. Does that mean Davis Webb is the starter for the playoff?
Great question. I'm not sure. Davis Webb not very good though.
It was really
what a retirement gift.
It was really funny watching because we watched with San Diego's own
San Diego Superchargers charge.
We watched with Justin Decker, and Justin was really mad that his team was playing their starters, and then Ryan was really mad his team wasn't playing the starters, and it was great to see. And then Mike Williams did get hurt, and Decker was really pissed off. I would be too. It seemed like by all accounts they were going to rest their starters. They rested them for that second half of the fourth quarter. I still don't know what Brandon Staley's strategy.
He got the report wrong. He thought if the Ravens lost, they had to win the game. That's the only explanation.
It was very insane.
Then someone corrected him in the fourth quarter, so we got Chase Daniel in there.
And my crazy bets sweats continue. Well, first off, hit Boston Scott anytime touchdown. Should have played it first touchdown as well, but still, I'll walk away with the plus 310 that I got it at. Not complaining. Of course, Chig came up big on Saturday, first touchdown and anytime touchdown. Oh, got his hands on that second one for 60-1. Couldn't pull it in, and then. All right, so I gave out first touchdown bets, including Jamison Williams, who scored the first touchdown. That got called back on penalty, holding penalty. It was all right, if you're really going to call that in a divisional game that's deciding playoff seeding, bit soft. Okay, my other first touchdown bet that hit Khalif Raven, who catches the ball, falls down at the half-yard line. I don't know. I think it was a touchdown. I don't know why you don't at least challenge it. And everyone who goes to me, oh, he was down at the half-yard line. We don't know it. Every screenshot people have sent me are either from behind or in front of him. You need a pylon sideline cam to tell if the ball crossed the line.
What's annoying is a team like the Lions is never going to review that because they got Jamal Williams.
I know he's like a machine for the touchdowns. But why? What? Just challenge it, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell, I'm stuffing him in the locker. His fat ass couldn't fit in there. I'm really mad at you, Dan Campbell.
Did you see his nose? Like he was doing some nose pierce before the game. Gotta had a reaction to the cold.
So it's been a wild day of sweats.
Yeah, and I honestly, when I put my card out, I'm like, Sean's probably gonna have a lot of this. I went 4 tight ends on the first touchdown card tonight.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, what a time to do it, right? You got both the long shots on the Packers, and then
Chat is alive and well. Kyle P. Check it in. He's the Vikings fan, wanting to congratulate all the Packers fan for their Super Bowl win last week.
Wow.
That's a nice burn. DMF and bets in this biatch. Cash the Eagles over. Cash the Eagles to win the NFC East.
I made some fresh biscuits for all the Eagles fans out there.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna need them because we're rest. We earned our rest. Ryan. I know you guys. Again, if you rest at the end of the season, does that mean their season's over? Because Brian Dable went up there and he said, "Well, you can rest when the season's over." Does that mean the people that were resting today, their season's over?
I'm not an improv comic, Sean. I'm not going to participate in this.
Why? It is a fun bit. Fuck the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Lost me a 5-leg teaser and my Commanders under 7.5 wins today. Well, sir,
Hey, hold on.
You're coming to the wrong place if you want sympathy for betting on the Cowboys.
It's 2023. We have to start looking in the mirror. We've come out of the pandemic. It's time to be accountable. You bet on the Cowboys. That's your own business. Be accountable. They didn't fuck you. You fucked yourself. Also, a highlight of the day was the Cowboys trying really hard and still looking like complete shit.
Pretty funny. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna run through all the scores real quick, get that out of the way. Talk about the playoff matchups, walk through the schedule real quick with the lines, and then since we don't have Monday night props, do a little playoff best ball action.
Any mention of my 5 of 6 locks to close out the year? Are we
right?
Is that worth noting?
No, you
3 straight teasers. I'm in playoff form with the teasers.
Hitting your teasers at 44%. Hit your locks at a whopping 61%.
They say that's pretty good.
We finished the circuit contest above 500, so it's a big picture takeaways. I feel like I'm heating up, getting ready for the playoffs. All my money's been made basically off the Tennessee Titans tight ends and just anytime touchdowns.
Well, what are you gonna do?
First touchdowns. Sometimes you just let the betting card come to you. It hasn't been sides or totals. It's just been hitting these sweet touchdowns, 2 touchdowns.
God willing, Boston Scott will get another game against the Giants this season.
Oh man, that was so easy. It's crazy. All right, here we go.
We're just so deep, Sean. So deep.
I know. I'm like, why are they giving you plus 310 on a Boston Scott anytime touchdown?
The average person has no idea.
Well, hopefully they know about WynnBet. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/WynnBet. Head over there, bet $100, get $100. Limited to state availability, but come on, the NFL playoffs are here. Perfect time to head over to WynnBet. Get your Super Bowl bets in. Maybe got some Super Bowl futures still alive to win the conference championship. Eagles sitting at a juicy plus 500. Bills plus 370. Chiefs are the favorite right now, plus 350. Niners plus 500. Bengals plus 750. Ryan, what do you think your New York Giants are?
It's really disrespectful. I've seen the numbers.
They may need to update their numbers because the Seahawks and the Lions have the same odds right now. So maybe we're waiting for them to update the odds. But again, the playoff games are up. They are available. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/WYNNBET. Bet big, win bigger over at WynnBet. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at WynnBet.com. 21 or older and present in the state where play through them is available. If you're somebody who has a gambling problem, go 1-800-522-4700.
I saw that when the first odds blipped at many places for the futures, that the Giants were longer shots than the Dolphins and the Seahawks.
Wow.
Which obviously fan of the team, but Sean, just from a point spread perspective, those other teams are catching 10 points. The Giants are catching 3. It's just math, guys.
Wow. Pat Kappa saying FanDuel opened San Francisco at 6.5.
I'm seeing 10 right now. Right?
Yeah, I'm seeing that number all the way up to 10 right now over on WynnBet.
Right.
But hey, we'll get into the lines here in just a second. Recap Week 18: Raiders 13, Chiefs 31. Pretty ugly game. The Chiefs finally, when they needed it, kind of put the pedal to the metal. Raiders just Jared Stidham. Where do they go from here? Not
a new quarterback.
Yeah, at the very least.
And hopefully maybe Joe Judge comes over to coach the offense.
Josh McDaniels. We'll see what happens to him.
Mahomes MVP, right?
I not to tout myself, Ryan, but I did give him out as my MVP pick, 9-1 over on WynnBet.
The ball on the tee.
Jaguars 20, Titans 16. Cashed my lock, Titans. That felt good. Jags pulled it out, but they did not look good. I mean, Titans
felt robbed.
Dobbs played better than Malik Willis, but again, he's Josh Dobbs. He's a space nerd. The defensive touchdown, Ryan. There were so many defensive special teams touchdowns. How do we not hit that round robin?
Well, and if you watch the game, Tennessee, that defensive back who just let that pitch on that weird option play go over his head. Honestly, both teams probably should have scored one. Not surprising, I guess, that Josh Dobbs gave one up and the Jags took care of it. Kind of fun to watch the Jags fans be happy and Trevor Lawrence to be happy and Doug Peterson to be happy. That's I don't know. I felt robbed that I didn't hit my money line though.
Vikings 29, Bears 13. Ugly game here. Not much to talk about.
Wow, Bears got the first pick.
Yeah.
Bears now gave up the 32nd pick in the draft for Chase Claypool.
That is bad, but they got the number 1 seed. Ryan, of course, nailed his 3-14 Bears prediction.
All those Bears fans just not in the mentions right now. 4-3, they're talking all this hot shit. Quarterbacks.
Wait, they never got 4-3.
It's 3-4. Sorry,
yeah,
3-4. Talking all this hot shit. They lost out. They even kneeled the clock out when they were losing today. That is a loser move. That is a loser franchise move. Congratulations on the first pick. I assume they're going to trade out because they have their quote franchise quarterback. And exact record prediction, Sean, 3-14. Fucking nailed it. Thank you.
Magic Man Blanco checking in, saying he's now forced to root for the Eagles.
What?
His brother-in-law is a diehard Eagles fan, so he never thought he'd say it. But go Birds! Welcome to the flock, Magic Man Blanco.
Do we got to talk about what this guy's doing to your sister?
What?
I assume they're fornicating. I'm just trying to get him to go against this guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
You don't have to.
Took me a little math.
You're not related. He just made babies with your sister.
Bills 35, Patriots 23. Bills get the win and the cover thanks to 2 Nyheim Hines returns for touchdowns. I mean, I don't know how he missed this angle, Ryan, of the Electric Bills Stadium and then them immediately taking it to the house. First touchdown. In hindsight, obviously,
it's my bad. I'm not a full in believer of the power of prayer.
Oh wow,
it's my bad.
Ryan, it's bringing a shit ton of negativity to the show.
He scored 2 touchdowns. He wasn't even on the team 2 months ago.
I know that's
hired gun.
Pretty miraculous.
How'd the Colts let this guy go? What are they doing?
Dolphins 11, Jets 6. No touchdowns were scored. Incredibly ugly game. I was hoping the Jets would beat the Dolphins because I think the Steelers are a much more fun playoff team than this Dolphins team. But alas, Dolphins get in by putting up 11 points in this game. There was that hook and lateral play at the end there, or where they were like tossing around. They graded it 5 minutes later as a safety. So I know some people bet the Dolphins -3, -3.5. So those cashed. Poor Jets fans if you bet on them or if you had them in the points.
This year they all those playoff scenarios they were running down trying to figure out what to do they could have just gone back to 6 teams. I mean, if you really think about it, Bills would have gotten a bye. We don't have to deal with the Dolphins making the playoffs with Skylar Thompson as their quarterback. Geno Smith, who looks horrible, wouldn't be in the. Anyway, yeah. I mean, so excited to see the Dolphins play in the playoffs next week.
Falcons 30, Bucks 17. Bucks played their starters for a little bit. Desmond Ridder, I thought, looked decent. Again, some of it against the Bucks backups. Tyler Algier ran hard, but yeah,
nothing I saw is going to prevent me from being on the Falcons again next year. That's what I saw. A team that Arthur Smith has a plan.
Panthers 10, Saints 7 is super ugly game as well. Panthers kicked the field goal there to get the game-winning game. The only thing that jumped out at me was Sam Darnold 5 of 15, 43 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in a win.
Yeah.
In a win, and 2 of those completions came on the last drive.
Your team just played the Saints. The Saints, I guess the defense is playing better. So the captains of the Panthers will be making a trip to Mr. Tepper's office to lay their jerseys down for Steve Wilkes. I don't know if you saw that report. So maybe Maybe we'll have our first coach hire, and it will be a guy who is already coaching.
They will not be hiring him. Texans 32, Colts 31. This is one of the more exciting games. Of course, Texans win. They don't get their draft pick. Lovie Smith, breaking news, has been released of his duties.
He thought he was going to be back.
Why would they even ask him that? Everyone knew he was getting fired. This was crazy because it was 4th and 20, and I go, oh man. I don't know if you guys saw, but the Circus Survivor was down to 3 people, $6 million prize. One guy had the Jags, that cashed. One guy had the Seahawks, that cashed. And the last guy picked the Colts, 4th and 20. They throw up that prayer. Oh man. And then Colts have time and timeouts and are driving down and completely blow it. Don't get the field goal opportunity. I mean, imagine going from winning $2 million to 0 thanks to that game.
Thanks to a team that didn't want to win, shouldn't have wanted to win. I mean, how could you possibly recover from that? That's the sickest I would ever. I mean, I couldn't even imagine being.
Well, hopefully he hedged, but
I mean, you got that kind of coin laying around.
Well, at least hedge a little bit.
Oh, feel bad. Pour one out for that guy.
Cardinals 49ers. Cardinals made a game of it early. David Blowett got knocked out of the game with a concussion. My George Kittle, Brock Purdy stack ended up doing pretty good DFS wise. Purdy had 3 touchdowns, 2 going to George Kittle. So that was a pretty nice hit there. Other than that, they once Blau got knocked out, this game was over.
Kyle Shanahan believing in the power of momentum. Not all coaches believe in that.
Commanders 26, Cowboys 6. No momentum for this Cowboys team. Sam Howell looked pretty sharp. Of course, Dak looked horrible. 14 to 37, 1 interception. And I mean, we have to say congratulations from the bottom of our hearts to Dakota Rain Prescott for leading the league in interceptions in spite of missing 5 games. A lot of people, when you get injured, you think, hey, he's not going to be able to do it. He's not going to, but he persevered. He found a way to lead the league in interception. So congrats. And Dak on that.
Yeah, maybe the most exciting regular season race of them all. Just if it was a horse race, someone needs to do the horse race thing where they overlay it with the quarterbacks trying to win. I mean, Kenny Pickett came in firing. Matt Ryan was out there doing his. Josh Allen was in it. Shout out to all those guys. We got to remember, mental note, Sean. We got to play more of those guys.
Yes.
Next year, we didn't have enough live bullets in the interception.
I mean,
market.
It was pretty. Derek Carr certainly made a case with 14.
Guys were getting
of course
benched.
Got sent home. Josh Allen did his best, 13.
Which, by the way, I don't think we ever addressed it, but Derek Carr asked to be sent home.
Oh,
so
did he?
Yeah. I mean, the more I read into it, it seems like maybe it was a mutual decision. In which case, Derek Carr's a bitch.
There you go.
No longer the 4th best quarterback in the NFL, according to his brother David Carr.
All right. What else do we got?
Did we talk about the Steelers?
No, I'm going through all the games.
For some reason, I felt you were about to jump to the afternoon slate, and I wanted to make sure we talked about A, lock for me, but also B, I mean, what a bummer.
Steelers 28, Browns 14. Good luck, Ryan. I was also on the Steelers. The Steelers team finished the season strong. Again, if they had TJ Watt, I think they would have had a real shot at that division.
One more win. That's all they needed.
Yeah, they were right in the mix there. So hats off to them. And Deshaun Watson, it could be one of the worst trades of all time. 19 for 29, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns he did have, but especially if you consider all the guaranteed money, all the draft capital, just crazy.
Is Stefanski the coach next year?
I don't know, man. I don't know what you do with this team moving forward. You have to keep Deshaun Watson as your quarterback. I don't know what you do, honestly.
In some ways, the more and more rapid need for these people to see success right away, it's just going to create more and more firings and more openings, and it's gonna stability is going to be harder to find. There's just going to be a lot of bad franchises, and I don't see. I mean, first of all, who like we should just have a fan vote. Pittsburgh over Miami for the 7th seed. Like who's really won Miami?
We should, Ryan. That's a great idea for the 7th seed. It should be fan vote.
Fan vote.
Yeah. Why? I mean, the 7 seeds get
wins don't matter anyway.
No, just you have to have the same number of wins, but the 7th seed is decided.
So
by
the qualification is you have to be above 500. Here's the rule: you have to be
I like
above
that. You're
500.
above 500, and then you can get in the fan vote because we're the ones who have to watch and bet these games. I don't want to have to watch and bet on the Dolphins. I mean,
Bills, Steelers, Bills, Dolphins.
Come on, the Bills Steelers is such a better game. Ravens, Bengals, they're going to be playing each other again in the playoffs. Bengals got the win 27-16. Anthony Brown just isn't it. So, I mean, if you're the Ravens, if you're starting your 3rd string quarterback, I mean, I guess kudos to them that they were that competitive in that game.
Yeah, they had to make sure Huntley got rested up for the playoffs because Lamar is holding out, Sean.
This is weird, right? Because will Lamar play is a big storyline.
100% he's not playing.
Yeah.
That's my handicap on it. I think that line indicates that too.
What else we got here? Rams 16, Seahawks 19. Seahawks get the win, not the cover. Don't look good in the game at all. Geno throws a couple bad interceptions.
How did he look good at some point this season? Holy shit.
Pro Bowler Geno Smith.
Fucking Kaiser Sose over there. It's just an unbelievable season performance.
Good game, 21-104.
He's going to be on someone like he's getting flipped for a draft pick for sure. Sean McVay, probably the last time we've seen him coach a football game in the National Football League. And I don't even I think you're right. I think Geno Smith's just going to hang out on the Seahawks and be the backup next year because who's signing him at this point?
I mean, certainly not for big money, but yeah, it's a weird spot. But Seahawks have the Broncos pick, so they're going to they might be in the.
That's what I mean.
I think they're probably going to be getting a quarterback, and he will kind of be the bridge quarterback until the rookie's ready, if I had to guess.
Which is not a bad option. Pete Carroll not going anywhere.
Eagles 22, Giants 16. Ugly game here, but Eagles get the win. That's really all that matters. Boston Scott, like said, cashed that anytime touchdown.
Well, I did lock up the point spread. So
you did lock up the point spread. That hit. Yeah, I don't know. Offense looked a little rusty. I'm glad they played though, because I wouldn't want Hurts' first game back after not playing for a month to be the playoff game. So
Giants played their starters. They would have obviously won that game. Davis Webb was the fucking he won a contest and got to play a football game.
I don't think there was no way
obviously you can't. Well, I would say that the Eagles defense or offense definitely did not look sharp.
No, and
if not for fucking Boston Scott, they would have been in trouble.
And they played super conservative. I mean, Jalen Hurts, not one design run.
Well, he barely still hurt.
Scrambled his. Well, I don't think he's quite 100%, but that's why they played it safe. They didn't allow him to take a bunch of shots. They got the win. They got the bye week. It's really, they checked all the boxes. They're going to get Lane Johnson back for the playoffs.
Who's the optimal team you see coming off the bye?
I don't know.
Vikings. You can't.
Could we even play the
no,
Vikings?
Can't see the Vikings. Bucks or Cowboys?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take all comers. I mean, you
don't want to see the Cowboys, right?
I mean, division game. I'm not scared of that Cowboys team. I'm not confident the Cowboys get out of that game.
I know the data.
I mean, obviously Seahawks look the worst and they are the 7th seed. So I would think you would want to play that Seahawks team. I mean, Geno Smith in Philadelphia. Sure. Let's go. I'm not scared of that.
What they say about beating a team 3 times, Sean. Seahawks would have to lose for the 3rd time to the Niners.
Giants, I feel comfortable against. Cowboys, Bucks. Bring it on.
Love that confidence.
To beat the best, or to be the best, you got to beat the best.
True.
So whoever wants it, come into Philly and try and get it from us. Chargers 28, Broncos 31. Russ got that win. I still don't understand
why
Russ Chase
win.
Daniel played some of this game. And Austin Eckler, 11 carries. It's not like he got a rest. 34 yards. Mike Williams dealing with the back issue. We'll see if he's ready to go. Their offense is completely different with and without Mike Williams.
Mike Williams has the same medical profile as me with the back. It's constantly bothering him.
Woo! It's smoking about weed.
That's all it is. I mean, I love this for the Chargers. I love I love that they played their guys. I don't love that Mike Williams got hurt, and I love that they're going to Jacksonville. Like we were discussing this a week ago.
Yeah,
it's just an appetizing spot.
Lions 20, Packers 16. Khalif Raymond should have got that first touchdown. That's my big takeaway. Fuck you, Dan Campbell. Challenge that.
The color of Dan Campbell's nose was off-putting through the screen on my TV. And once again, do you not get a chuckle when you read the praise for Dan Campbell and this Lions team? I get it. They turned around. That's great. They had a nice winning streak to end the season, but they didn't make the playoffs. They achieved the worst possible draft pick they could have. I know they get the Rams pick too. But like, I don't get it. Like this team routinely fell short. They won a big game at the end of the season when it didn't matter. All right.
And according to source, Mike Williams suffered back spasms, MRI negative.
Just shoot him up.
Should be able to play for the playoff game versus the Jags per source. All right, let's break out the lines real quick, and then we'll get to our playoff best ball. Of course, these numbers coming to you from sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. First up, Saturday game, 1:35, West Coast kick, Seahawks at the 49ers. 49ers 10-point favorites. Surprised, Ryan?
I mean, no, not with the way both of these teams are playing. They're obviously going in two different directions. I wish this could be any other quarterback but Geno Smith, because you do want to find a way to get cute and fade Brock Purdy. I think it is hard to beat a team 3 times in the National Football League.
And it's a division game. All these games are rematches. So revenge on the mind of every team.
I mean, in this case, third game. And I think, you're going to see the money come in on the Niners. It's the line, I believe, opened short of 10, immediately got bet
someone
up
in the
10.
chat said it was at 6.5, which that seems crazy.
Yeah. I don't see any, I see some 7.5s. Maybe it opened. But either way, it's obviously gotten smashed all the way up to 10. Gut reaction is. I feel like the gut is going to drag me down the path of taking some dogs this weekend, Sean. Because, 10 points, National Football League with Brock Purdy at the helm. It's playoffs, baby. It is in Santa Clara though. So
and I think Seattle needs to get Kenneth Walker going, but the 49ers have a great rush defense. So. Lot to get into.
It's a tough matchup for the Seahawks.
And we'll be both are we're going to be doing 2 NFL playoff episodes this week. One for each half because we got to go deep in the playoffs, and we're going to be doing them live from Las Vegas at the WynnBet studio. So make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Chargers 1-point road favorite at the Jags. I think this is as high as 2.5, perhaps at open. Not surprising. I assumed they would be road favorites here. Of course, the Jaguars went into LA and lit the Chargers up. That was when you didn't get a completely healthy Justin Herbert, but
so weird game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it opened probably 2.5 most places, has come down a little bit. It's not surprising the nerds have liked Jacksonville a lot this year. Probably I'm intrigued at the teaser situation here, but do you really want to step into a Justin Herbert situation or a Trevor Lawrence situation?
Well, it's a pretty interesting game because both, high picks, both making their playoff debut. A lot of interesting storylines here. We'll see how like a guy like Travis Etienne does against that Chargers defense. I mean, Chargers defense let up 31 points to Russ. So I think there's some issues with that Chargers defense, but they got Bosa back, and that really is the big difference for them.
It seems like the Chargers probably should be 3 points if they had been healthy coming into this. And it's hard for me to want to take Jacksonville. Just not a team I'm looking to bet.
Dolphins +11 as they head into Buffalo for the Sunday slate, kicking it off. 10 a.m. 11 points. That to me is a line suggesting we're not going to see Tua.
Yeah. I mean, what was the number when they just played?
7.5.
So
Yeah. So this to me is a Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson line. Teddy Bridgewater dealing with the pinky thing. I don't know. We'll see if he's ready to go. I did see that Tyreek Hill tweaked his ankle. He did come back in the game. Offense obviously looked pretty bad against the Jets, but the Jets have a good defense. We'll see what kind of effort you get out of the Bills. I think it was a pretty emotional game against the Patriots. Do you think there's a letdown possibility for this Bills team?
I told you I wanted to bet against the Bills this week. I hate that. I was loving it when it was going to be the Steelers. I don't love it that it's the Dolphins. Obviously, I'll look into the situation, but how can you not want to? There's just going to be. This is no different than the situation we talked about week 18 with teams that need it and everyone knows they need it. So there's a little like the Packers, maybe a little extra juice in the line because everyone's betting it. Feels like no one is going to look at this Bills team and be like, I don't want. They're gonna be like, I want to be on this. The Bills are gonna win. You know, like they got the power of the Damar Hamlin and all these millions of people behind them. I don't want to be the Grinch, but there's obviously going to be value in taking the points against that. Obviously,
I'm getting some CLV by taking the Dolphins.
Forget CLV. I just think this number is at some point the number gets too big.
Sunday afternoon game, Ryan. Your New York Giants coming off a well-rested game. Face the Vikings, and this is slightly surprising right now. WynnBet has the spread is -3 plus 100 for the Vikings, +3 -120 for the Giants. I was kind of thinking this spread would be 3.5. I'm surprised to see it 3 with the -120 to the Giants because Giants were catching 4 in Minnesota last time they played, and I don't think that much changed. I'm surprised it moved from 4 to 3.
Well, they needed a game-winning field goal, and I think like the Giants are the first dog that got the initial bets. This popped down to 2.5 and then back to 3.
Oh, okay.
So I think this number opening at 3 probably was more indicative of what people understand in the market. Like people have soured on the Vikings, and they do realize the Giants have made people money. They're 13-4 ATS. So I think the move from 4 to 3 is just that simple.
I guess
market dynamics.
I thought it would be 3.5. But I guess to your point, it seems like there's plenty of takers on Giants +3.
The game just happened. The Giants won on the spreadsheet. They won on the box score. And if not for a great 61-yard field goal by a kicker, they would have won on the field. And the game happened in Minnesota. So, and the Giants have only gotten healthier since then. Number 1 cornerback who will be on Justin Jefferson was not playing in that game.
And extra rest.
Thank you.
Some would say extra rust, but.
Well, there's going to be rust. Where there's rest, there's rust.
Danny Dimes was getting hammered early in the week. That was part of my source that he was not starting when he was cited getting blackout drunk Thursday in New York City.
He was enjoying himself.
Yeah, good for him. They dumped the Gatorade. Season was a success.
So
Ravens
nervous.
At the Bengals +6.5. Again, to me, there's still not a lot of clarity on whether Lamar Jackson plays. This to me is
he's holding out. He's not playing.
You're pretty confident he's not playing because I think this line is showing that he's not going to play.
If he plays, this number has to be 3, right?
I think it goes
3.5.
to 4.
Okay. So
because again, he hasn't played in so long.
But
is he 100%? He's not gonna. The offense isn't going to be firing on all cylinders.
This number is splitting. Is it splitting the difference then? Because Huntley is not just 2 points, 2.5 points.
Well, and again, is Huntley healthy?
Well, I think you rested Huntley in week 18 with the hope that he plays for you in the playoffs.
So you're thinking? I think this line feels like a banged up Huntley line. Is what I'm looking at here.
It could be another split the difference situation where when we find out it's not Lamar, it goes north of 7.
I'm just laughing at Cash Juno using your hashtag in the chat. #shameful cowardice. Dan Jones going to need his WD-40 for the rust. And Cash Juno pointing out does not work on shameful cowardice. Last game of Super Wild Card Weekend.
Well, real quick before the Ravens didn't try. And it like, yeah, it wasn't the most competitive game, but the Ravens were not trying. The Bengals tried a little bit today.
Yeah, but I also
do
think
we put any of that in the handicap?
I don't, because this was kind of a weird game. I think Bengals were dealing a lot with a lot of stuff. The frustration of having their game canceled against the Bills, the coin toss thing. Joe Mixon had a great celebration where he pulled out a coin, he flipped it, and then did like some kick off of it. The defense, I thought, for the Bengals was pretty good. Joe Burrow did look a little out of sync, so we'll see.
He has moments where you're like, not that great.
But again, they still won a division game by 9, covered the spread. Joe Burrow in December, in January, tough guy to go against. But a lot of variables in this one.
Certainly crescendoing.
I would like to see, and we got to get in our stat lab and run the model on division games for the third time. Or also just like an opponent playing each other in week 18 and then playing themselves in the first week of the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I'll start with like just divisional matchups in the wild card round and go backwards from there, because I'm sure what we'll find is there's value in the dog. That's what I'm predicting.
Ryan, speaking of value in the dog, Cowboys laying 3 on the road, Monday Night Football. I mean, this is the network's wet dream. The Cowboys in prime time and Tom Brady as a home dog. They're there. They got the cannons ready.
I was actually, as I was looking through this slate of wild card weekend, I was like, oh, this is like, even with a couple of the teams we mentioned that maybe don't deserve to be in here, I was like, at a minimum, even those games are divisional games. Like, these are going to be fun games. And then you get to the last one and it's like, both of these teams fucking suck. Like, I understand that people are gonna like this matchup, but these teams suck. Both of these, we were watching the game today. Dak Prescott almost throws a pick 6, and our stream was a little behind, so we knew it was coming. And I say out loud, I'm like, if he really throws a pick 6 after that play where he just almost threw, it was the same fucking thing. And then shout out Virginia Tech Hokie Kendall Fuller picks it off, takes it to the house. Dak looks bad. Looks like a man who's possessed by something bad. Not good. Like, they usually say when you're possessed, it's a good thing, but I don't think in this case it's a good thing.
Didn't look like a good thing for him. So yeah, tough spot for the Cowboys on the road favorites. I'm trying to think. Yeah, them and Chargers are the only road favorites. Feels a little off.
Yeah, I instincts, first glance. Dog, a lot of attractive dogs this weekend, Sean.
Ooh, well, that's going to be fun. Hey, and a reminder again, going to be doing the live NFL pick shows Wednesday from Las Vegas. All right, Ryan, should we fire up do a little playoff best ball draft?
We should. Hopefully, you've been grinding in the best ball streets this week.
Well, and of course, we're brought to you by UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code SGPN. 100% deposit match up to $100. Get in their Gauntlet NFL playoffs. That's the one we've been doing, and it is 1 million in prizes for their playoff best ball. You get 10 players. You got to get past the first round. You got to get past each round. So again, you can't just, or you could just draft Eagles and Chiefs, but you wouldn't get past the first round. So you got to kind of find that balance.
Yeah, and this is the first draft we're doing where we know exactly which teams.
So all my Packers guys are dead. All the Lions players you may have drafted as a cute little thing.
And if you think about it, that's going to alter the way people are drafted. You're losing a lot of that bottom of the pool. So should be fun. All right, you want to hop in here?
Sure.
You ready to hop in?
I'm ready to go.
In the Gauntlet. You got the right one pulled up? All right.
I'm ready.
I'm poking the head in. One left. Get in there, Sean. Is that you?
I'm in. Let's go. Drafting. Ready to go. Oh, wait. No.
God. All right.
I'm hitting leave draft.
No, I mean, you're probably good in that one. God damn.
Right. No, but it was filling quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready.
I'm going to go in and all right, go.
All right. Now we're in.
How many? Oh my God. I'm in 3 drafts now. Fuck.
You can hit leave draft, right?
I don't know what happened.
Ryan refuses to turn down any sort of action.
All right, I'm gonna try to draft all of them.
Okay. So again, looking to get 1 to 2 quarterbacks, probably 2, 2 to 4 running backs, and then the rest receiver, tight ends. You don't have to actually draft a tight end. Okay, so I'm second. Kramer, you're third. Does seem like the chalky is Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow.
See some of the old regulars in here.
Oh, nice. Dirty Mark in here. Oh, TD King. Of course, our boy Andrew Robb is in there. Shout out to Andrew Robb and his Commanders getting the win against the hated Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Has our draft started? Wait, I think
draft starts in 19 seconds.
Oh, this is awesome. TD King is in one of the other drafts with me.
I like it. Guy loves action, Ryan. It's what we get for guys who works for us. And we will be doing a playoff contest. So details to come. Make sure you download the SGPN app. Got a sweet little free roll playoff contest. You guys the shows are free. The picks are free. So much going on. All right. First guy's on the clock. He's letting it go. One pick away.
Using a lot of the clock here. My phone's gonna be just buzzing off the rails. All right.
He waited the entire time to select Josh Allen.
Put on auto draft, sir.
I'm going Jalen Hurts. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's Jalen Hurts.
Sean, I understand.
Rare breed. Untamed.
I understand.
14-1 as a starter.
Sean, I completely understand.
Kramer goes Patrick Mahomes. Patty Mahomes. You a little worried about Patrick Mahomes, Ryan?
What worried about what?
Just saying.
He's about to cash in 1.25 million MVP. That's pretty nice.
Oh, is that his bonus?
Yeah.
Not a bad chunk of change. Christian McCaffrey goes.
This will be. I'm very intrigued to see how the board falls here.
Jamar Chase.
I've already stopped caring about my other one on my other drafts. I'll let the auto draft handle it. Appreciate Underdog from removing some of those players from the player pool so we don't have any mistakes.
Shocking pick by stacking the money. Easy says in the chat. Come on, I mean, what are we not going to take Jalen?
Yeah,
Hurts?
what? I mean, Jesus.
Joe Burrow goes to Dirty Mark. Now you can get Joe Burrow, and then you can turn around and draft. Or you can't draft Jamar Chase because Andrew took Jamar Chase. Can get T Higgins. That's a pretty good stack. Oh, he goes Steph Diggs.
All right. I was hoping Kelsey went further than I was thinking.
You almost got to stack Patrick Mahomes. Live the dream, but of course Andrew Robb snakes him right in front of you. Justin Jefferson goes. Kramer, you're right in front of me. Who are you picking?
I'm gonna stack.
Jerick McKinnon. I'm also going to stack.
The guy has been money.
He has a crazy amount of receiving touchdowns. Shout out to Nelson Baez Mata. Won my Pick'em League with y'all's help. Thank you for the great season. If ever an ATX, I will buy you guys some rounds. Hell yeah. That's Austin, right? ATX?
Sounds right.
Okay. So I got AJ Brown. Got Jalen Hurts. What do I do from here? Need some dogs in the AFC side.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously,
T Higgins is attractive, or do I go the super stack with Devonta Smith? Do I grab Austin Eckler?
I mean, at some point you got to get guys playing. We have to get guys playing in the wild card round, right?
Yeah. Well,
Debo looked healthy, by the way.
He did.
Throw that out there.
Gabe Davis goes.
So people going for some. I assume that's a correlation pick. Oh, no.
I'd take Devonta Smith. I mean, come on. If you have a chance to get Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith, no, I will not be drafting Miles Sanders because I gotta get some guys that are playing week 1.
I mean,
Debo's playing week 1.
Running back heavy lineup here, but give me a running back who's going to be playing week 1.
Road favorite.
I think I like them to win a game.
Dalvin Cook's interesting. Is he? It seemed like he came back in the games, right?
Yeah, he did.
As far as injuries,
he returned. Yeah, I mean the Vikings are certainly gonna. I don't have a single receiver yet. That's probably negative EV.
George Kittle goes. T. Higgins off the board. Joe Mixon's interesting. So here's some top guys left: Debo, Joe Mixon, Tony Pollard, Miles Sanders, Dak, Brandon Ayuk, Dalvin Cook, Devin Singletary.
Yeah. So fun fact, the folks at home can actually see that.
What do you mean?
We got the players available.
Oh, awesome.
Up on the screen.
YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast.
So if you're into that kind of thing, mental note: force a Tom Brady stack at some point.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if you have to force it.
I think you have to force it. You got to scroll down a bit. Are we going another Eagle?
Me?
Yeah.
There are Eagles on the board.
Dak hasn't been drafted yet. Shout out to our people. Oh my God, TD King.
Andrew Robb
stepped right in front of the bus for you. So this is where it gets weird. Like at some point, I think you do just have to continue to play the correlation game, right? Like, why not just have like? I don't know why I'm.
Kramer, you're on the clock. Brandon Ayuk just off the board. Keenan Allen. Oh, you snaked him from me.
I already have Eckler, so I'm playing the correlation game, Sean.
Okay, it's a fun game. I'm going Dalvin Cook. Need a running back. Need someone going week 1.
Oh wow. Remind me, you have to start 2 receivers in a flex, 1 running back, 2 receivers, a flex, and a quarterback, right?
Lane Elliott checking in saying, "What's up, guys? Always a pleasure to catch y'all live. Thanks, Lane. Yeah. Appreciate it."
Sean, you're on the clock after some horrible picks.
Oh, Tony Pollard, Devin Singletary go. No interest in either of those guys. Get me known dog, Mike Evans.
Oh, nice job, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is where I button this one up.
Blaine Gabbert for completing the stack for Ryan.
Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, sorry.
That's a hell of a Freudian slip there. So I got Mahomes and Herbert, McKinnon, Eckler, and Keenan Allen. What do you think so far? That's pretty fun, right?
Yeah. I need some more AFC guys. My first 5 picks, all NFC.
I'm the opposite. I'm the yang to your yin, or yin to your yang. I don't know. I'm literally just checking boxes right now.
Ryan, will you draft Kadarius Toney?
He's in the queue.
What about Lamar Jackson?
I mean, a naked Lamar.
It's kind of intriguing.
Oh, and he takes Dallas Goedert from you. We were going to do a best ball episode this week with Andrew, but he might be inviting himself off the show. I mean, you come on here, you just snake Eagles. Feels a little dirty.
Tyler Boyd, Christian Kirk.
Easy wants to know if AFC, NFC matter much. I mean, obviously, you'd like to have bringbacks or whatever in the Super Bowl. That being said, I was gonna take Juju, you son of a bitch. That being said, I don't know if I don't have a good answer though. I don't think so. I don't think it matters. All right, I'm gonna have some fun. Bring back for my Chargers stack for game 1. Lock up my advance.
You took Travis Etienne. I took Mike Williams. I'm surprised you didn't take Mike Williams, right?
He's banged up. I'll let you handle that risk.
No, it sounded like he's a go, so I'll take him.
Back spasms, Sean. They're scary.
I'm not. Maybe you're just more scared than I am.
I mean, it's a real thing.
If you're scared by a dog, Ryan.
Okay. I mean, I got a couple little dogs.
You do.
They're not much for protection.
No, they're not. Think they're tough. Classic. Chris Godwin is off the board. do here?
Correlate. Just think correlation, Sean.
I am thinking about that.
All right. Ooh. Forcing the stack. I'm going to
Tom Brady.
Continue to draft Kadarius Toney, ironically. All right. So I got a double with each of my guys.
Andrew Rob in the YouTube chat, chime in. What I feel like you're on top of all this stuff. Does AFC, NFC matter much? I like having a balance.
It's like you're obviously, if you play all from one conference, you're probably achieving a higher floor in the earlier rounds, but you're limiting your ceiling if you get to the final. So like what I'm probably going to do, I have all AFC guys. I'm probably going to take an NFC guy as like a bring back here. We're experimenting with some theories.
Dalton Schultz off the board, Ryan.
Yeah, that's just really not a good pick. Like, who's the NFC guy that's a good bring back? Is it Quez Watkins? No one will see that one coming. What are you thinking, Sean?
I'm just loading up. I only have one running back, so I feel like I need to get some running backs. What's your take on Samaje Perine? It's kind of interesting. I feel like I don't draft any tight ends because, like, if
no,
it's not,
you don't.
If it's
have
not
to.
Travis Kelce, what are you doing?
When you put him in the pool with everyone else, it obviously you're only taking the top guys. Man, there are some real trash receivers. Wait, dang, there's still Green Bay guys in here.
Don't draft AJ Dillon, Ryan.
I hope I didn't.
They do list them at least out.
I hope I didn't auto draft any of those.
Elijah Mitchell, Zeke Elliott off the board. Wow, Zeke in the 8th round.
Oh, I'm on the clock. Yeah, I mean, this is a tricky situation. I do need a pass catcher. Just gonna take the whole Chiefs offense. That's not Kelce. That's probably a decent strategy.
What am I gonna do here? All right. I'm taking J.K. Dobbins. They're arresting him for the wild card.
You taking Ravens? This is a new twist.
Kind of like it.
All right. So what's my build? 2-3-3.
So I got Hurts, Brady, Dalvin Cook, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, Mike Williams.
Andrew Robb saying you want to have a mix of both conferences. I think you can. I don't think it matters. Do we want? Is playoff Lenny going to go undrafted?
I'm taking Tyreek Hill.
Is playoff Lenny going to go undrafted? That's what everyone's asking.
He is playoff Lenny.
Oh. All right. Let's do this. Little Isaiah Hodgins. I don't know if you saw the numbers, Sean, down the stretch. Top. I might be misquoting
I'm
here.
called a homer. And Ryan's here drafting Isaiah Hodgins.
Top 12 PPR points down the stretch. Let's go.
Yeah, Andrew Robb pointed out, obviously you want to try and draft both conference champs, which would make sense. Easier said than done, but to get a mix in there, at least I think.
Yeah, but I think loading up on one conference though is going to give you more opportunity to get through to when that would matter. Obviously,
it's also true. Lamar Jackson goes. Hayden Hurst goes. Oh, I got someone really, really want in my queue. Hopefully Kramer doesn't snake him.
Boston Scott.
Well, if they do play the Giants, you can just lock that up for a touchdown.
No one. Oh,
Daniel Jones goes to Andrew Robb.
Obviously,
himself.
I was going to stack him. Obviously.
Oh, Ryan, come on. You can't.
Can we not? Can we get him out of this draft?
You can't call yourself a fan if you're going to draft him in the 10th round.
What do you mean? I had a stack built up for him.
Easy in the YouTube chat saying keeps suggesting I'm going to draft Jake Elliott. Kickers are not in this game, but yeah, you want a reliable stud like Jake Elliott.
Now I'm completely confused. I don't know what to do.
Ryan, remember when Jake Elliott hit a 61-yarder to win the game against the Giants?
I do.
Gerald Everett. Oh, thank God. I got me some playoff Lenny. Let's go. Like my team.
Oh shit.
I don't even want to look at my other Gauntlet guys of eliminated rosters. So here's who I got. I got Jalen Hurts, Tom Brady, Dalvin Cook, J.K. Dobbins, Leonard Fournette, and then A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, Mike Williams, and Tyreek Hill. I like this team.
Jerick McKinnon up to 75% ownership for me. My Gauntlet teams. All right, Mahomes, Justin Herbert, my quarterbacks. We got Jerick McKinnon to stack with Mahomes along with Kadarius Toney, MVS. We got Justin Herbert stacked with Eckler, Keenan Allen, and Gerald Everett. We're gonna bring back some Travis Etienne action, and we also got Mr. Isaiah Hodgins. Like that. That's my.
I don't like Isaiah Hodgins.
Mahomes double with Mahomes triple with the Isaiah Hodgins bring back for the Super Bowl. Sean, you heard it here first.
And breaking news before we go.
What happened?
Daniel Jones still listed as out. P Walsh 05. Congrats, you just won a $100 SGPN gift card for the merch store for this review. SGP, best sports gambling show hands down, both funny and smart, and I've learned so much listening to this podcast. They will also throw in blackjack episodes and lots of chances to win free merch. I reach out for fantasy advice and they always respond. I don't know what else you could ask for. Well, shout out to you, P Walsh 05. You just cashed yourself a $100 SGPN gift card.
I love that we're like the blackjack stream is a goddamn that was funner than I remember thinking it was going to be.
It was one of the funner things we've done. We got to get one on the board for the off season. And hey, big week of awesome football. Gonna be talking a ton of playoff. We will be doing our FFPC playoff contest draft. That's always fun. Obviously, picks episode, DFS props episode. We got you covered. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss. YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
I'll see you in the postseason, Sean
Kramer. Let it ride.